Hello,
Hello,
please introduce yourself.
my name is Tanat. Uh, I'm 21 years old and I'm an IELTS uh, student.
Okay, let's talk about your hometown. Do you live in a town or a city?
I live in a city. Uh, it's called Shymkent, and it is the third largest city in the Kazakhstan. And so,
Have your family always lived there?
actually, yes. My family was born in countryside of Shymkent, but when they married, they moved in city.
And do you like living here or living there?
Almost yes, because it is one of the beautiful city, and it's famous about its plants and trees, and it's one of the best cities in Shymkent, in Kazakhstan.
And do many tourists visit your area?
Actually, not so much, because we don't have a beautiful nature or seasides to look for. But some tourists visit Turkestan, which situate near our city, and they are not so much.
And do you think your hometown will change much in the future?
According to the president plans, yes, they want to make our city the third megapolis in Kazakhstan, and it will develop, and it will have a great infrastructure.
Do you like listening to music?
Yes, of course, I like listening to music.
Okay, let's talk about music then. What kind of music do you like?
I most like to listen pop, rap, and rock songs.
And what do you like about these styles of music?
I don't know exactly. Maybe because it make me calm.
Are your friends interested in the same kind of music?
Actually, yes, and we always try to show new kind of songs to each other, and we always look for mainstreams.
And where do you usually listen to music?
Everywhere.
No, I mean not the place, but the device you use.
I always listen to music on my phone, because there are the most lovely songs that I have, and I like to listen only them.
But talking about places, do you ever go to concerts?
No, actually, I've never been on the concert.
Do you play or would you like to play a musical instrument?
I would like to play on piano. In my childhood, my mother wanted to give me in a piano group, but my father decided to give me a sport facility or
Mhm.
sport section.
Okay, good. So that's all about speaking part 1. We turn to speaking part 2.
Mhm.
You are given a topic. So your topic is to describe one of your possessions which you couldn't live without. And you have 1 minute to prepare. Okay? So that's the clock.
So can you repeat
So
possessions?
this is like what you have. One of the things you have. You cannot live without.
Is it a spiritual thing or
No,
Stuff.
this is material thing.
this material?
Just look through look at your card, because you are given a plan. Just follow this plan. No, this one. Okay. So describe one of your possessions which you couldn't live without. So you should say what it is, why you first bought it or how you got it, when and how often you use it, and explain why it is so special to you.
I think the most important thing in my life is my mobile phone, because I really need to have it. With my mobile phone, I'm chatting with my friends, relatives, and listen to music on it. First time I bought it, it was actually 7 years ago when I moved in Almaty to study there, and I need something to by which I could keep in touch with my parents, and I bought my first mobile phone. I usually use it to when I need to make a phone. For example, to do my daily job, or when I want to listen to music. I don't think that my mobile phone is so special for me, because it doesn't matter which model is it, because I can easily use another mobile phone, and it doesn't matter which one of it.
And do you throw things away when you don't need them anymore?
If I don't need anymore, I will easily throw it away, because I'm not a people who collects unnecessary stuffs.
Mm-hmm. Do you sometimes buy something and then you regret it?
Actually, yes. Maybe because of the advertisement. Because if you watch something and the advertisement was really good, you thought that it's really you really need this. You really need this possession, and you buy it, but advertisement it's not actually true.
Okay, good. So that's all about speaking part 2. We continue talking on the topic of possessions and having things. So, do you think some people spend too much money on things they don't need?
Yes, actually, yes. There are people who develop some kind of personal attachment to the stuffs, and it is actually a kind of illness maybe, and they are called shopaholics.
Mm-hmm. And is it worth trying to repair things which break rather than throwing them away?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Is it better to repair a thing and continue using it instead of throwing it away and buying a new one?
In my mind, if this thing is repairable, you can easily use it after repair. But if you actually, it depends on the people who have it, and if he wants to buy a new one, he will do it.
Mm-hmm. And many people feel they must have lots of high-tech gadgets these days. What do you think of this trend?
I don't know.
So, are you a high-tech freak? So, do you always try to keep up with modern technology?
I don't think so. Usually I don't look for new gadgets or high-tech technologies. I do it only if I really need it.
Mm-hmm. Do you think technology has made our lives easier or more stressful?
Of course, new technologies make our life more easier, because the celebrators because the creators do it for making our life easier.
Mm-hmm. And the last question. Some people aren't interested in keeping up to date with new technology. So, do you think that matters?
I don't think that is so important. Maybe the old-fashioned people do not like new things. They are liberalistic, maybe.
Hello, please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Sarah. I'm 16 years old and I'm a high school student, so I'm going to graduate school this year.
Okay, good. So let's talk about your hometown.
Mhm.
Do you live in a town or a city?
I live in a city. It's called Shymkent and it's situated in the southern part of Kazakhstan.
Have your family always lived here?
No, actually, my mom is from Almaty and my dad is from Shymkent. But I've been living there from my childhood.
Do you like living here?
Yes, I like living here because here is my school, my friends, my relatives, and I love this city.
Do many tourists visit your area?
I think no, but because our city is not so famous, and maybe the capital of our country, yes, but our city, I think, is not so popular with tourists.
But those who come, what do they come to see?
Our city is an ancient city, so there are a lot of ancient towns around our city. Maybe tourists come here to look for these sightseeings.
And do you think your home city will change much in the future?
Definitely, because our city is going to be the third city in our country, and I think it will be much more beautiful and attractive to tourists.
Okay.
And for citizens too.
So do you like listening to music?
Yes, I like.
Let's talk about music. What kind of music do you like?
I don't have any lovely type of music. I listen every type of music, and it doesn't matter. Maybe it is rap or classical music. It doesn't matter.
So what do you like about it? I mean, what do you like about your favorite styles of music?
Actually, I don't have a favorite style of music. I can listen both classical and rap. It doesn't matter.
So what do you like about them?
Classical music, sometimes this type of music is very calm, and it sometimes helps to relax. And rap music, it is maybe have a meaning through the whole music, through the whole song. So that's because of.
Are your friends interested in the same kind of music?
I can say yes. We sometimes listen the same music, and I think it's really good because we can talk about this, and so.
Where do you usually listen to music?
On my mobile phone.
And talking about places?
Everywhere, at school, at home, when I go to courses, maybe.
Do you ever go to concerts?
No, I've never been on concerts, but I think it's really cute to listen to live music. I want to go to a concert.
And do you play or would you like to play a musical instrument?
No, I don't play, but I think it's really hard to learn it. I want to learn to play on the piano. I think it's really perfect when you can play such beautiful songs. Maybe I would like to learn.
Okay, good. So let's turn to speaking part 2. This is your monologue. So you will be given a card and 1 minute to prepare. So your topic is to describe one of your possessions which you couldn't live without. So you should say what it is, why you first bought it, or how you got it, when and how often you use it, and explain why it is so special. So here is the card. And here is the paper. You have 1 minute to prepare.
This one?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good. So now let's talk.
So my favorite possession is my mobile phone. My mobile phone is really special for me because I use it every day, and I use it all the time when I have to call my parents and say where I am and what am I doing. Firstly, my parents just present my first mobile phone when I was 12 or 11 years old. It was at fourth class at school. I have it to make phone calls and to communicate with my parents and sometimes with friends. I always take messages, I always make phone calls, and I use it every day when at every situations. Sometimes when it helps me to write an exams, I surf at the internet, and but my phone is really special for me because it helps at every situation. If you want maybe to call someone, sometimes when it's really boring, I just call my friends and we speak for a long time. And I always listen to music on my phone, and I think that mobile phone is really good possession.
Mm-hmm. Good. May I have this? So some more questions about it. Do you throw things away when you don't need them anymore?
No, it's really, I think that maybe in the future I will need them, but my mom says, why do you need it? Just throw out it right now. But I don't agree, maybe because I'm so, I don't know how to say, but I always try to keep it with me.
So do you sometimes buy something and then regret it?
Yes, sometimes. Usually it's about the clothes, but if talk about the gadgets or something like this, I think no.
So we continue speaking on the same topic, so having things and possessions. Do you think some people spend too much money on things they don't need?
No, because if you buy this thing, I think you need it, and if you don't need, you just can not to buy these things. For example, if I buy something, I always need it, but my mom sometimes says you have a lot of types of this thing. Why do you need another one? But I really need it, so I buy.
So what sort of things?
Usually it is clothes and maybe, but books, yes, I love reading books, and there are a lot of books, but it's okay about books. Usually it is clothes.
And is it worth trying to repair things which break rather than throwing them away?
I think it's easy to throw them away because it's hard to bake it or something like this. I just always throw it away. It's easier for me.
Why do you think that?
I've never tried to bake these things, and maybe because of this.
So you never repair broken things. Okay. Many people feel they must have lots of high-tech gadgets these days. So what do you think of this trend?
Actually, I agree with this statement because gadgets, they are really helpful at our usual life because they help to communicate or to search the source of information. It is the source of information, and I think that gadgets like mobile phone, notebooks, and maybe MP3 players, they are really helpful, and everyone have to have these things.
So do you think technology has made our lives easier and but more stressful?
Easier, yes, but about more stressful, I think no, there's nothing to be so stressful in these gadgets.
Why do you think so?
For example, mobile phone. I think it only helps and nothing so stressful. So.
What do you know about the downsides of having electronic devices?
It's like an obsession because you all the time try to take your mobile and to do something with it, even if you don't need at this moment. For example, I am like this. I always take my mobile, and if I have to learn something, I just take my mobile and doing nothing. I just surf at the internet and so on. It's really like an obsession.
And some people aren't interested in keeping up to date with new technology. Do you think that matters?
I think it is not so important to have only the last models of gadgets, because if you have a gadget and it's really easy to use and it's really helpful to you, it doesn't matter it is the new type or an old one.
Okay, thank you.